I am here, securing the line. I gather you felt that. If these quakes continue, none of us may escape intact.
It's a pity. I was hoping we'd have time to get to know one another. But if we're doomed...
Another reason to survive. Solida Hesk and her corporation hold the secrets of Isotope 5. She is currently at her resort, hosting 3 hot clan lords.
Manju is a spice trafficker and slaver. Kabisho is a negotiator and advocate for the cartel. And Prodoranya runs an industrial moon.
Hesk has installed substantial automated security, and each hut also has a cadre of bodyguards. Resistance is inevitable.
We're not talking about Nar Shaddaa thugs. Who exactly have the huts employed?
Slavers and gladiators, beasts and beastmasters. Formidable opponents. The resort is built on a self-contained mesa. Isolate the mesa, and neither reinforcements nor fleeing witnesses will pose a problem.
There are only a handful of landing pads around the resort, so I'd suggest destroying the pads and the shuttles.
However, the hut's bodyguards are garrisoned at the landing pads as well. To cut off the resort, you will need to pass through them.
No way off the mesa, no one coming to help. The huts and their sponsor trapped with me. Shall we begin?
At your word. I will monitor your position and update you as I can. May the Force grant you strength.
Solida Hesk should be around somewhere.
The Archon reviewed my security himself, and if you have a problem, well, why don't you slither back and let me handle this? Precision strikes, expensive equipment, no Republic identification. Don't tell me the Empire wants Makeb too now.
I don't have a lot of time, so let's skip the denials and go straight to the brutality. Your company mined the Isotope 5 for the huts. I want to know everything about it.
I've never heard of Isotope 5.
I said we skip the denials.
Damn it. Fine. Yes, we discovered the Isotope 5 during deep drilling operations, and yes, my hut investors kept it a secret. But believe me, the huts are no friends of mine. Because their greed overwhelmed their sense, we're going to lose the whole blasted planet.
You sold out your whole world to a cartel of criminals. How did you expect it to end?
You're not understanding. I'm not being melodramatic. We are literally losing the planet. Makeb only has a few weeks left before the planetary core rips apart. That's what happens when you extract Isotope 5.
The ground quakes.
No more Makeb, no more Isotope, and no more fancy resort or corporation. So yes, I'll need hut allies once my planet is gone.
Do the huts know that Makeb is doomed?
Of course, that's why they're mining all the Isotope 5 they can. Go ahead, watch my hands, I'm not triggering any alarm. There. I've granted access to my corporate systems.
Checking. We're in.
I have information, money and influence, and I'm as happy to work with you as with the huts. Just help me survive.
She acts unforgivably.
She's not going to betray us today. And if anyone can mislead the huts about our presence, it's her.
Your assistance will not be necessary.
Right. I'm purging her security records, at least. The Hutt cartel will know something happened, but they'll have to work for the details. We'll check her corporate data and wait for you at the gravity hook. We can chat about the end of the world.
We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Commander.
Right, welcome back. We found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? Makeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
I'm in command of this operation. When you report, you give me your attention and your respect.
Understood, sir. The Hutts are keeping the isotope at Stronghold 1. It's a massive vault built by the government for Makeb's treasury.
1 entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6, plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5 powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
This prototype, what are its capabilities? How close is it to coming online?
We're not sure yet. And we also need to worry about the Hutts crashing down on us once we make our move.
We require a distraction. Show the intercepted message.
Interstellar Regulator Command to the Archon. The civilians are getting restless. I have to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Imagine a world in revolt. With their attention on the civilians, the Hutts could not afford to move against us.
If the mercenaries are keeping the civilians in line, it's the mercenaries we need to target. That transmission mentioned hover tanks?
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Spread the word that Hutt mining operations have doomed the planet. The truth should be enough.
As you wish. I'll leak the files. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.